Imagine a son, now an adult, who still feels the need to seek his mother's approval before making any major decisions. Despite his desire for independence, an invisible force keeps him tethered to her influence. This dynamic is more common than we might think, especially for sons raised by dominant mothers. While these mothers often have the best intentions, their control can significantly impact their sons' confidence, independence, and overall well-being. So why does this happen? And more importantly, how can these sons break free from the cycle and reclaim their autonomy? The roots of this dynamic often trace back to childhood. From the moment a child is born, the bond with their mother shapes their self-worth and ability to navigate the world. For sons with dominant mothers, this bond may evolve into overbearing control. These mothers often believe they're protecting their sons by making decisions for them. While this might seem nurturing, it stifles the son's ability to develop independence. The more decisions a mother makes on her son's behalf, the less opportunity he has to build his own confidence and decision-making skills. Over time, this creates a dependency that leaves the son feeling inadequate and unable to navigate life without his mother's input. This overbearing control often stems from a place of fear. Many dominant mothers fear losing their bond with their son, fear his independence, or even fear being abandoned as he grows. For some, maintaining control becomes a coping mechanism to alleviate their own insecurities. However, this behavior inadvertently traps the son in a cycle of dependence. As the son grows older, he may find himself unable to break free, conditioned to seek his mother's approval and avoid her disapproval at all costs. The effects of this dynamic can be profound. Confidence erodes, replaced by self-doubt. Sons raised under constant scrutiny often develop a deep-seated fear of rejection. They may tie their self-worth to meeting their mother's expectations, leading to an inability to assert themselves or take risks. This fear of disapproval can hold them back from pursuing personal goals, thriving in their careers, or building meaningful relationships. In romantic partnerships, the challenges are even more pronounced. A son who has always deferred to his mother may struggle to assert himself in his relationships. He might either become overly submissive or overly reliant on his partner for validation. This can lead to frustration, strained communication, and a lack of healthy boundaries, causing tension in both personal and professional interactions. Breaking free from this cycle requires intentional effort and self-awareness. The first step is recognizing the pattern. Sons must understand that their difficulty in making decisions and their over-reliance on their mother's approval are learned behaviors, rooted in their upbringing. Acknowledging this is the first step toward change, allowing them to begin addressing the issue and taking control of their own lives. One of the most critical steps in breaking free is setting boundaries. Sons must communicate clearly with their mothers about what is and isn't acceptable. For example, they can express appreciation for advice, but assert that the final decision rests with them. While this might feel uncomfortable at first, setting boundaries is essential for reclaiming autonomy. Learning to say no and standing firm, even in the face of resistance, is a powerful way to establish independence. Building confidence is another important aspect of breaking this cycle. Sons can start by making small, independent decisions, gradually working up to larger ones. Every decision made without seeking approval is a step towards self-efficacy. Celebrating these victories, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that they are capable of navigating life independently. Over time, this confidence becomes the foundation for greater autonomy. Therapy can be an invaluable tool in this process. A skilled therapist can help sons explore the emotional roots of their dependence, address feelings of inadequacy, and develop healthier patterns of thinking and behavior. Therapy provides a safe space to unpack the guilt and fear often associated with breaking free from a dominant mother's influence. It also offers practical strategies for setting boundaries and building emotional resilience. For mothers who recognize their role in this dynamic, there is hope for change. Healing requires self-awareness and a willingness to step back and allow their sons to grow. mothers must shift from being decision-makers to being supporters, offering guidance when asked, but allowing their sons to navigate their own paths. Letting go of control can be challenging, but it is essential for fostering their sons' independence and confidence. Encouraging their sons to make decisions independently is one way mothers can support this transition. Instead of stepping in to solve problems or dictate choices, they can provide a listening ear and empower their sons to take responsibility for their actions. By doing so, they not only support their sons' growth, but also nurture a healthier, more balanced relationship. Fathers also play a vital role in this journey. Fathers can model healthy decision-making and leadership, encouraging their sons to take initiative and assert themselves. By supporting the mother in stepping back and reinforcing the son's independence, fathers help create a unified family dynamic. This collaborative approach demonstrates that both parents value and trust the son's ability to make his own decisions. Cultural factors can further complicate these dynamics, particularly in families with traditional roles where the mother's authority is deeply ingrained. In such cases, breaking the cycle requires challenging cultural norms and encouraging open discussions about family roles and expectations. Families can work together to create a healthier dynamic by fostering mutual respect and valuing each member's voice. Creating an open, supportive family environment is essential. Sons need to feel heard and understood, and mothers must listen with empathy and without judgment. Fathers can act as mediators, ensuring that everyone feels supported in their efforts to foster independence. By prioritizing communication and respect, families can create an environment where everyone thrives. Breaking free from a dominant mother's influence is a challenging but rewarding process. Sons who reclaim their independence can transform their lives, building confidence, pursuing their goals, and establishing healthier relationships. For mothers, letting go of control can lead to personal growth and a deeper, more respectful connection with their sons. Together, families can break the cycle of dominance and submission, creating a legacy of empowerment, respect, and healthy relationships. This journey toward independence and balance is not easy, but it is worth the effort. By supporting each other, mothers and sons can redefine their relationship, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Fathers can contribute by modeling healthy leadership and reinforcing the importance of autonomy. Families who commit to this process will not only improve their own dynamics, but also set a positive example for future generations. Through intentional effort, open communication, and a willingness to change, the cycle can be broken, paving the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships for everyone involved.